Om Sai Ram. Dear devotees, now let us continue with chapter 4, part 2 of Shri Sai Satcharita. Bhagwantrao Kshirsagar's story. How fond was Baba for Vitthal worship was illustrated in Bhagwantrao Kshirsagar's story. The father of Bhagwantrao was a devotee of Vithoba and used to make varis, that is annual trips to Pandharpur. He also had an image of Vithoba at home which he worshipped. After his death, the son stopped everything, the vari, the worship and the Shraddha ceremony, etc. When Bhagwantrao came to Shirdi, Baba, on remembering his father, at once said, "His father was my friend. So I dragged him, that is the son, here. He never offered Naivedya, that is offering of food, and so he starved Vitthal and me. So I brought him here. I shall remonstrate him now and set him to worship." Das Ganu's bath in Prayag. The Hindus think that a bath in the holy Tirth of Prayag, where the Ganga and the Yamuna meet, is very meritorious, and thousands of pilgrims go there at periodical times to have the sacred bath there. Once Das Ganu thought he should go to Prayag for a bath and came to Baba to get his permission for doing so. Baba replied to him, "It is not necessary to go so long. Our Prayag is here, believe me." Then wonder of wonders, when Das Ganu placed his head on Baba's feet, out came or flowed streams of Ganga Yamuna water from both the toes of Baba. Seeing this miracle, Das Ganu was overwhelmed with feelings of love and adoration and was full of tears. Inwardly, he felt inspired and his speech burst forth into a song in praise of Baba and his Leelas. Immaculate Conception of Sai Baba and his first advent in Shirdi. Nobody knew the parents' birth or birthplace of Sai Baba. Many inquiries were made, many questions were put to Baba and others regarding these items, but no satisfactory answer or information has yet been obtained. Practically, we know nothing about these matters. Namdev and Kabir were not born like ordinary mortals. They were found as infants in mother of pearls, Namdev being found on the banks of Bhimarathi river by Gonai and Kabir on the banks Bhagirathi river by Tamal. Similar was the case with Sai Baba. He first manifested himself as a young lad of 16 under a neem tree in Shirdi for the sake of bhaktas. Even then, he seemed to be full with the knowledge of Brahman. He had no desire for worldly objects, even in dream. He kicked out Maya, and Mukti, that is deliverance, was serving at his feet. One old woman of Shirdi, the mother of Naamsaptah, described him thus: "This young lad, fair, smart, and very handsome, was first seen under the neem tree, seated in an asana. The people of the village were wonderstruck to see such a young lad practicing hard penance, not minding heat and cold. By day he associated with none, by night he was afraid of nobody. People were wondering and asking whence this young chap had turned up. His form and features were so beautiful that a mere look endeared him to all. He went to nobody's door, always sat near the neem tree. Outwardly he looked very young, but by his action he was really a great soul. He was the embodiment of dispassion and was an enigma to all. One day it so happened that God Khandaba possessed the body of some devotee, and people began to ask him, "Deva, you please inquire what blessed father's son is this lad and whence did he come?" God Khandaba asked them to bring a pickaxe and dig in a particular place. When it was dug, bricks were found underneath a flat stone. When the stone was removed, a corridor led to a cellar where cow mouth shaped structures, wooden boars, necklaces were seen. Khandaba said, "This lad practiced penance here for 12 years. Then the people began to question the lad about this. He put them off by the scent by telling them that it was his guru's place, his holy vatan, and requested them to guard it well. The people then closed the corridor as before. As Ashwatha and Audumba trees are held sacred, Baba regarded this neem tree equally sacred and loved it most. Naamsaptah and other Shirdi devotees regarded this site as the resting place, that is the Samadhi Sthana of Baba's Guru, and prostrate before it. Now let us see about the three Vadas. The site with the neem tree and surrounding space was bought by Mr. Harivinayak Sathe, and on this site a big building styled Sathe's Vada was erected. This Vada was the sole resting place for pilgrims who flocked there. A par, that the platform, was built around the neem tree and lots with steps was constructed. Under the steps there is a niche facing south and devotees sit on the par, that is the platform, facing north. It is believed that he who burns incense there on Thursday and Friday evenings will by God's grace be happy. This Vada was old and dilapidated and wanted repairs. The necessary repairs, additions and alterations have been made now by the Samsthan. Second Vada was, then after some years another Vada, Dikshit Vada, was constructed. Kaka Sahib Dikshit, solicitor of Bombay, had gone to England. He had injured his legs by an accident there. The injury could not get rid of by any means. Naamsaptah Sandorkar advised him to try Sai Baba. So he saw Sai Baba in 1909 AD and requested him to cure rather the lameness of his mind than that of his leg. He was so much pleased with the darshana of Sai Baba that he decided to reside in Shirdi. So he built a Vada for himself and the other devotees. The foundation of this building was laid on 10th December 1910. On this day, the two other important events took place. First was Mr. Dada Sahib Khaparde was given permission to return home, and the night Aarti in Savdi was also commenced. The Vada was complete and was inhabited on the Ramanavami day in 1911 AD with due rites and formalities. Now the third Vada, that was another Vada, a palatial mansion, was put up by the famous millionaire Mr. Booty of Nagpur. Lots of money was spent on his building, but all the amount was well utilized, as Sai Baba's body is resting in this Vada, which is now called the Samadhi Mandir. The site of this mandir had formerly a garden which was watered and looked after by Baba. Three Vadas thus sprang up where there was none formerly. Of these, Sathe Vada was most useful to all in the early days. The story of the garden, attended to by Sai Baba with the help of Vaman Tatya, the temporary absence of Sai Baba from Shirdi and his coming again to Shirdi with the marriage party of Chand Patil, the company of Devidas, Janki Das and Gangagir, Baba's wrestling match with Mohinuddin Tamboli, residence in Masjid, love of Mr. Dengle and other devotees, and other incidents will be described in the next chapter. Bow to Shri Sai, peace be to all. Devotees, with the blessings of Shri Sai Baba, we have completed chapter 4 of Sai Satcharita. Om Sai Ram. Kindly comment and subscribe to this channel.